Hey everybody! Well, James and I are on a video marathon, aren't we, honey?
Are we?
Yeah, this is the third video I've made today, and
4. We had to do a redo.
oh yeah, and then this is the third video me and James has made. So
Yeah, that's right. There's 4 today, and this is the third one we've made.
yeah.
I've been in 3. She's been in 4.
Hey everybody!
Hi there.
Okay, today we're going to post this on Sunday, but we're really making it on Friday. We're going to talk about when we had our baby.
That was special. Susan and I have been married about 4 months.
Well, no, we hadn't
3
been married
months.
a week. 2 weeks since you wanted a baby.
No, it was a couple months, wasn't it?
Shoot. It wasn't weeks. We were just married 2-3 weeks, and you said, I want a baby. I said, you do? Already?
I thought it was longer than that.
It was.
Anyway, Susan really didn't want to get pregnant that early in our relationship, as our marriage. I was at Mom and Dad's, or we were at Mom's and Dad's, and we were watching. I hadn't even thought. Well, I mentioned it, and this and that, and we talked about it.
Oh, you're going to mention that stupid movie.
Oh yeah, I thought I mentioned that.
You go right ahead, honey.
We were watching a movie. I ain't gonna say which one, but anyway, as we were watching it, this guy had babies and this and that, and had But anyway,
Oh, his mom always told me he's always wanted a kid. Always have.
I said, won't we have baby? And oh, you sure?
It surprised me. I said, "What? We just got married, and
So I'd asked the Lord years and years and years and years before that. I said, Lord, I want I want one son. I said, if I didn't know if I was going to have any, but I said I'd like to have one son.
Well,
At least
anyway,
one.
so we decided we was going to get pregnant. And we got married in October, and in January, found out we was going to have a baby. And do you know what? Somebody said you need to post a picture of you pregnant. I don't think I have any pictures of me pregnant. Because at that time,
I think I was laid off.
everybody was laid off. It was
It
the
was a
longest
bad
cold
strike.
strike they'd ever had.
111-day strike.
And all his brothers were laid off. His daddy, I guess his daddy was the only one working.
Dad was the only one working. Dad
Because
was
he
a
was a
foreman.
boss. He was a foreman. But everybody was laid off. And I tell you what, that summer and that fall, it was a baby boom. Wasn't it, honey? But, I don't know why I don't have it. I don't think I have any pictures because probably couldn't afford to film and stuff. James's mom and dad took care of everybody. I mean, we're so thankful for them, aren't we, honey?
Oh yeah.
But anyway, so what happens is, you're pregnant and you want to pick out names, and what does James do? He don't want to pick out no girl names.
No girl names. I asked the Lord for a son.
And that's wonderful. I mean, we might have a girl.
Gonna be a boy.
Gonna be a boy. I tell you what. So anyway.
And they had the candy man down at the store.
Yeah.
Tell them about the candy man.
Yeah, and he always predicted by looking at women's bellies what they were carrying. And you didn't have to raise your shirt up or nothing. Just looking at
He
you.
just looked out
Just
there.
looked at you, and he told me I was going to have a boy. And I said, well, good, because that's what I want. My husband wants a boy. So,
She come home and told me. I said, well, you don't need to tell me. I have somebody.
yeah.
I already know. I said, we're going to have a little boy.
So anyway, okay, the day James when Josh was they finally ended that strike.
Yeah.
And James went back to work, and he was on the evening shift. I got to take a drink. Be right back. So I'm back. Okay, so James was on the evening shift, and I was way out there. I was already 2 weeks late. I mean, from what my due date was supposed to be. And James and I were fussing that day, weren't we, honey?
We fussed a lot.
Yeah, we
man.
fussed some. And so, I knew something happened, and I knew that I was going to have that baby that day. So I said, well, I'll just have that baby by myself. I'm not even going to tell him.
I told her, I said, listen, I don't know what you're carrying on so much about. I said, them Indians used to go out there in the woods and pop them babies out there and keep on the going.
I'm cutting that out. But anyway, I said, I'm not even going to tell him. Well, I tell you what, I was fixing his lunch, fixing his bucket for him to go to work. And the longer it went, I mean, the signs were there. So I said, well, maybe, that'd be awful mean of me not to tell him his first child was being born. So what I did, I told him, I said, honey, I don't believe you should go to work today. I believe I'm going to have this baby today. And so, honey, what does he do? Packs me in the car. And honey flies like a maniac passing people. We had that El Camino then. He was flying, passing people over the mountain roads, and I was telling him, well, now slow down here. It'll be hours before I have this baby.
I've never had a baby before.
But he did. He just flew like a maniac, honey.
All I ever did was watch him movies. That's what they do. They fly down
so
the
what
road.
happens is he takes me to the doctor's office because it's right real near the hospital. And what do they tell me? They tell me, yeah, you're going to have a baby, but you need to go home and walk.
Was the doctor's office?
Yeah, you take me to the doctor's office. So what to do? He gets me home and he drives home regular, because I tell him, I said,
My movie was on. The one I've been waiting for.
That's later. That's later, honey.
Is that way later?
Yeah, it's later. So we go to his mom and dad's house, and honey, I just walk up and down the hallways. But of course, all his brothers are called, and the family's called. So they all come up, and I'm starting to have pains. You know what I mean? And his brother's laughing. He's already had 2 kids, and they came up there just to watch me. They're all sitting around eating cheesecake. Of course, I couldn't eat anything.
That don't mean much. I'm just there.
So